Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Jones and the New York Giants taking on Drew Brees and the Washington Football Team.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Football Team and the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, and he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down by Cole Holcomb. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
shotgun
3.
now for Brees.
32-yard line.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Brees.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now Brees. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Tyler Newsome now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, Jones. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now Jones. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man.
Secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Danico Autry on the stop.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. New York set to take the field.
They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down.
From the gun, Jones. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Off play action, Jones.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jerry Tillery, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Washington, nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Ready, 95-56.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards.
Throwing now is Breeze. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New York ready to go again offensively. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards
on 2nd down. Here's a keeper by the QB, and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did.
Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham, 72 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Giants 3. Cairo Santos set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work.
A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Jones pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Short little throw to Ebron. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 33. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Here's Jones to throw on third down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes this Washington 10, Giants 6.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to eliminate the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Giants take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's Bernard.
Second and 2.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Now Bernard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
from the 41. Jones. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and...
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Complete. Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
Jones on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
You're on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Washington's first down.
Now Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Succop for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Breeze now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Patrick Peterson.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Now Jones on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10.
To throw is Breeze.
To go.
Wilf going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a traumatic play.
They'll run on first down. Bernard, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. This is Cohen. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Giants on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, here's Bernard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Succop's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
30. Washington 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. And Brees is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On first down, Bernard, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right here. Mike spot forward.
They'll run again with Bernard. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Throwing Jones. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Breeze now on first down.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Giants' season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.